Hello everyone, and welcome to the second of our videos introducing you to supply side policies. And this one's all about the difference between a free market approach and an interventionist approach. So we're going to start off with a task for you, just looking at some of the concepts that people sometimes get a little bit muddled and making sure that isn't you. So I'd like you to pause the video for a couple of moments and just scribble down your ideas on each of these pairs and then restart again when you're done. Welcome back everyone, so let's have a look at this and see how well you did. Production first. Well, production is total output, whereas productivity is output per person, sometimes measured per hour. Coming across the top then, long run growth, as we discussed in video 1. This is all about changes in your productive potential or your trend growth, whereas short run growth is your actual output, changes in that. It's about using up more of your existing capacity. Bottom left. Free market policies are all about reducing government intervention, whereas with interventionist ones you will be increasing it. Bottom right, supply side policies. These are the actions, these are the things that the government is doing, whereas the supply side improvement, I always think about this as being the consequence. This is what's actually happening, what's actually changing. So another thinking task for you, and a bit of a bigger one here, to probably take you a few minutes to do this. I want you to think about each of the 4 factors of production and suggest a free market supply side policy that could improve the quantity or the quality, and a second one which is an interventionist supply side policy. Pause the video now, take a few minutes to do this and then restart when you're ready. Right, welcome back. Let's see how your answers compared with mine. So there's lots of examples that you could have chosen. Here, if I just pick up a couple of these, and you can read the rest for yourself. On labour, then the classic free market example is to reduce income tax rates to improve incentives, whereas an interventionist approach would be to increase government spending on training. Capital, a free market approach to reduce corporation tax. That will increase both the incentives and the ability actually of firms to invest in more capital, whereas an interventionist approach would see the government perhaps spending more itself on critical parts of infrastructure such as transport. And you can pause the video if you want to and have a look at the ideas on here for enterprise and land. Okay, so what we're going to do next is just come up with some more examples of free market supply side policies, and on the next slide we're going to look at the interventionist policies. So I won't talk about all of these, but you can read them for yourself. One of the key ones, the top one on here, is cutting government expenditure. So free market economies very much believe that government expenditure crowds out far more efficient private sector expenditure. Let's scoot down a little bit. In the middle, policies to improve the flexibility of the labour market. So this might be improving occupational mobility, maybe even geographic mobility linked to that. Competition policies are really key in this. Things like deregulation, stripping away regulation that doesn't need to be there, privatisation, moving assets from the government sector to the private sector. Let's have a look at some of the things on the next slide, which is all to do with interventionist policies, where the government has a much bigger role. So starting at the top, we've already talked about critical infrastructure. Second one down, this is one I find people never think of here, but the minimum wage, that is an incredibly interventionist supply side policy. In the middle on here, having a very active regional policy, for example, the Northern Powerhouse project, and things like import controls. They're very interventionist, as would be nationalising key industries. You've got on here some examples of recent UK government supply side policies. Down the bottom, HS2 for instance, and Crossrail. They're all really good examples of infrastructure spending. And the final task here, a writing task. It is so important when you talk about supply side policies that you don't just quote examples, but you actually include your analytical paragraphs. So what we want you to do, choose one free market supply side policy and one interventionist policy and write a detailed analytical paragraph, detailed being the key word there, explaining how each one leads to rising productive potential. I've got an example here. You can pause the video and have a look at it and get your teachers to have a look at anything you can produce so you're sure you are along the right lines. There we are. That's the end of this video. Thank you very much.